One thing the House has promised to do is to vote next week to sue President Obama. So we asked in our latest CNN ORC polling, what do the American people think about this? And look at this, a plurality, 45% do think the president has gone too far, using executive powers to overstep what they believe his authority as president is or should be. 45% say he's gone too far, about 30% say he's got it about right, but look at that number. 22% say he has not gone far enough. Yeah. So Republicans could say, look, a plurality agree with us. They could make that case if they wanted to, but here's some important numbers. Should the president be impeached? Sarah Palin and some others have said, let's have impeachment proceedings. No. Two-thirds of the American people, 65%, say flatly, no, that dog won't hunt, to borrow a line from Bill Clinton. Should they sue the president? Still no. A clear majority, not two-thirds, but 57% say no. Peter, will House Republicans read those numbers and say maybe we should talk about something else?
Not impeachment. But, I mean, they're going to move ahead with suing the president. Yeah. Sure. I mean, like, this goes back to January. I mean, Ted Cruz has been saying for many, many months that the president's been violating the law. He's called him lawless with his executive orders to, raise minimum wage for federal workers or protect LGBT rights or deal with undocumented workers. There's no indication that they're going to back away from this, and these poll numbers I don't think are going to do that either. Because they do have to worry. They're talking to Republicans right now. They're not talking to the general populace.
Right, that's the point I wanted to make. This is a national poll number. 57% you would say, whoa, that's a big chunk of the American people saying don't do this, don't file the lawsuit. However, if you go online and look at our map, go to cnnpolitics.com and look at the map of House districts.
Yes.
House districts, and those safe House districts, Republicans think they're speaking to the choir when they say go after the president.
That's right. I think the problem for them is in some of those Senate states. These are states that are in the South. These are states with a lot of African-American voters. And if you flash back to 1998, when there were similar talk about Bill Clinton, this whole anti-impeachment rhetoric and sort of campaign that Democrats ran against Republicans really worked for them. And in the Democrats I've talked to, they feel like this could be not only a fundraising boon for them, but particularly African-American voters.
I want to see what in these Senate states, what Tom Cotton and Tom Tillis, the Republican nominees, have to say when they're asked about impeachment.